I was like, I know I need to go up there. I know God is wanting me to go up there, so I'm just going to go up there and pray with them. So I waited until I did the same thing I did the first time, and I waited till like the end of the service when everything was like everybody was walking out, and I was like trying to make my way up to the front, and like the crowd was like walking this way, and I was trying to walk that way, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not even gonna be able to get up there because everybody's coming against me. I'm trying to go against the flow, and luckily, like I finally made my way to the front, and when I did, like nobody was left up there at the prayer thing, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm looking around because I was like, I know I'm supposed to be doing this, um, I can't believe there's nobody left up here. So I'm like looking around, thinking about what am I going to do if nobody's up here. And then I see this one woman who is still up there. And she was just waiting, I guess, just in case anybody wanted to come up after service, which is just so crazy that she would be standing there because, like I said, everybody was leaving. Like nobody was walking towards the front. Everybody was leaving. Even the prayer people had left except her. Sign. Anyways, so I go up to her and I was like, I need you to pray for my family. And I started bawling. And she was like, what's wrong? And so I basically tell her my whole life story in like 3 seconds. And I was just crying. And she just held me. And I could just hear her like crying too. And I'm about to cry now because when you like tell somebody about something and like they really understand or like they really feel for you, like that means so much to you. And that meant so much to me that she did not even know me, but yet she cared about me so much. Like she cared about what I was going through so much, and that just meant so much to me. And she just prayed this awesome prayer for me and for my family, and she just said like the best prayer ever. And like I said before about the other lady, this woman probably will not see this either, but she also was just awesome. Like the prayer that she said was just so good. And afterwards, like she just talked to me, and we just talked about my life and stuff, and she just spoke words of life into me, and just was very caring and just so loving, and it was just awesome. So that happened on the Sunday that I was at church, and then after I left, I signed up for the baptism, which was going to be the next Sunday. So, I invited my whole family, basically, to my baptism, which, if you know me, that is rare to have my whole family at anything. But that was me taking a leap of faith and, trying to have my whole family there and everything. And I thought about it, prayed about it, and I decided I need my whole family to be here. So I invited them, and I did not think they would come because, like I said, my family's just not religious. I didn't know if they would find importance in coming. I didn't know if they would have time to come. I don't know if they would be busy. I didn't know if they'd be able to make it there. So it really was a long shot. Like, I was really not expecting my family to come. I just was not expecting my family to come. But then they told me they would, and I still was kind of like, oh, something might come up. They might not be able to come, which is fine. But that Sunday, they all came, and that was God. And this is the same family the family I'm talking about. It's the same family that I prayed about the Sunday prior. Now, that is God, because that is just so rare for me to have my whole family at something. And so I just know that was God. And I have not, like, the family that I'm referring to that came, my family, that is the first time I've ever seen them in a church. That is the first time I have ever seen them in a church. And they came and they sat through the service and they watched my baptism, and it was great, and it was just like the best day ever. And it was just awesome. So I just know that that was God. And that's just like 2 testimonies of mine that I have, but those are probably, I guess you could say, the biggest ones, other than the ones about my whole life and about like my I guess like coming to Christ over the past couple years. Those are some big testimonies too, but other than that, like, just single happenings in my life, as far as those go, like, these are probably my biggest ones. And these are just so important, as they all are, but I just really felt the need to share this because I have no idea like who might even see this or whatever, but hopefully this will just help at least one person, and hopefully this will just be prophetic over somebody else's life. Like, you know, God has done big things in my life, and He can do big things in your life too. No matter where you are or what kind of circumstance you have, or even if you think that your family is the last family that would ever receive a blessing from God. I'm just here to say that it can happen, and it can be anybody, and yeah, and God is just so good, and I just really felt the need to share my testimony today and just share His glory in doing that. So yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video, and I hope that y'all have a sweet day.